Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of this video finds you. It's your boy Jay. We're going to be talking about Wild Hearts S today, since it's going to be coming out later this week exclusively for the Nintendo Switch 2, and whether you should try it or not. Now, this game, the existence of this game as it is, Wild Hearts S that is, confused me for a little bit. But as I looked further and further into it, I started to understand why it exists the way it exists. And then I kind of changed my mind on it. Because at first, I'm not going to lie, I was confused at this existing at all, right? Because I played the original Wild Hearts when it first came out on PlayStation 5, paid full price for it. I enjoyed my time with it. I mean, I got 70 plus hours out of it. You know what I'm saying? I like, hey, 70 hours, $70, $1 per hour. I could see it. You know what I'm saying? But EA was the publisher of Wild Hearts. Okay. And I suppose they weren't very happy with how it did commercially, right? Because I couldn't find any sales data on the original Wild Hearts when it came out. And also, they kind of sunsetted, quote unquote, rather quickly. If you ask me, there was a period in time where they were adding new kimono, which is monsters, to the game and adding things to Wild Hearts to improve the experience. But then it came to an end and they were like, yo, we're not adding any more to it. We're pretty much done here and we're out, right? And I suppose EA is not happy that the game didn't make a more billion bucks, which makes sense for EA, right? However, fast forward to Wild Hearts S. I saw this in the Nintendo Direct where they showcase, you know, the Nintendo Switch 2, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So my first thought was, bet it has crossplay. I'm gonna, you know, maybe boot it up on PlayStation 5 and maybe start a new file or maybe gear down and hunt with some of the new Nintendo Switch 2 people when it comes time. However, I looked into it and I found out, no, that's not possible. Wild Hearts S does not have crossplay, and it's not the exact same as the original Wild Hearts. The biggest change is that now there's 4 hunters in a team when it comes to hunting a kimono, right? Where it used to be only 3. It used to be 3-man teams when you're hunting, but now it's 4-man teams. So that's a big difference right there. And I was like, okay, well, why can't they go and patch the OG version to make it match up so that everybody can play the game at the same time? There's a larger pool of players and, you know, all that. Come to find out, after doing even more digging, because I was confused as to like, why wouldn't you update the old game? And because it also says, you know, this is not going to have anything new added to Wild Hearts S. There's not going to be new kimono. There's not going to be new weapons added to it. So I was like, it's the same game, but why didn't they update the old version? And I looked into it some more, and Koei Tecmo is the publisher for Wild Hearts S. So this seems to be Koei Tecmo themselves spinning the block on Wild Hearts, giving it another shot. Now with that in mind, with EA out of the picture, so I'm wondering if Koei Tecmo has better expectations of the game this go round, so that maybe we get a franchise out of it. Because I ain't gonna lie, with the way Wild Hearts ended when EA was the publisher, I was like, oh, this is done. This is a one and done. They ain't coming back. This is it. It's over. Like they weren't happy with how well it did. But now that we're here with Wild Hearts 2, it's like, oh, okay. So Koei Tecmo is leading here, and it's only on Switch 2, right? So, like, let's be super charitable to Nintendo and say, what, 5, maybe 6 million Switch 2s exists right now on the market? Like, how well do you really expect this to do? But then I looked at the price and I was like, okay, it's not full price. It's $50. All right, okay. So, if you have never played Wild Hearts and you own a Nintendo Switch 2, I could see it. I could recommend getting Wild Hearts S, right? Because if Wild Hearts S does well, maybe we'll get Wild Hearts 2, and it's going to be only Koei Tecmo behind the helm, and we'll get a franchise to compete with Monster Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Especially right now with the way Monster Hunter Wilds is being received, right? Like, Monster Hunter's kind of left the door cracked just a little bit with the way that the PC performance is going, right? Like, it's not doing well on PC. And then also with just the way Wild Hearts released in its 1.0, right? A lot of people feel like there's just not enough content in the game. A lot of people feel like, hey, man, y'all are using title updates to finish the game. Like, what's going on with it right here? So, hey, maybe you come enjoy Wild Hearts S in between title updates, because the title updates are rolling out a little slower than they were previously when you compare other Monster Hunter titles. But you know, Monster Hunter Wilds is a bigger, more complex game. Blah 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 blah. But I can recommend getting Wild Hearts S now that I understand why it's different and why there's no crossplay and why they're doing it this way. This is a reset button. They're trying this again. You know, at first, without all that context, I was like, this kind of seems like a cash grab. Like, it kind of seems like, just put it on Nintendo Switch 2. We'll get whatever money we can get there because we already canned it on the other platforms. But now that I know with all the stuff that's going on in the background, right, where they're like, Nintendo Switch Online membership is so secondary. EA account is not necessary. They're cutting away from EA. And then even if you scroll down on the website, I should be showing screen grabs of the website here. The upcoming release of Wild Hearts S on Nintendo Switch 2 is developed and published by Koei Tecmo Games. For inquiries related to this product, contact Koei Tecmo Games customer service. If you have a query about Wild Hearts, the OG, released February 17, 2023, contact EA. See? So if you got problems with Wild Hearts S, talk to Koei Tecmo. If you got a problem with OG Wild Hearts, go see EA, who killed it. Right? It's kind of like saying EA killed this. We here at Koei Tecmo want to do it again, right? And maybe they got a little bag from Nintendo and you know, because Nintendo's out here looking for exclusive software for their brand new console that they just dropped, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay. Now, me, personally, I've already played 70 hours of it on PlayStation. I've had my fill of it. But if you've never played it before, there is a free demo out on the Switch 2 eShop right now, which features the beginning portion of the game. And if that's not enough game for you, I do have an entire playlist of me playing that game back in 2023 when it first came out that you can watch through and see if it's your cup of tea, see if it's your jam, see if you want to give it a shot for the $50 price tag and see what it's about, right? A change of pace from Monster Hunter. Competition is good in the market, right? And maybe if this does well enough, if this lives up to Koei Tecmo's expectations, then maybe we get more in the franchise. Like if this was a Wild Hearts 2 and they're doing something different with it, maybe new Katakuri, new beasts, maybe new weapons, all this stuff, I'd be on this like white on rice because I enjoyed my time with the OG Wild Hearts. But it's the same game I've already played. I barely have time to play games as much as I want to these days anyway, so I will not be double dipping. But if you have not tried it, watch footage of people playing Wild Hearts and see if you like it and see if it's worth the $50 price tag to you. But yeah, so that's about it. Let me know in the comments down below how you're feeling about this. Let me know if this video taught you anything about Wild Hearts and Wild Hearts S. I learned quite a bit making this video. So yeah, it should be short and sweet, and I'll do my best to reply to all the comments that hit this video. And as always, people, happy hunting. Peace.